In this video, we're going to review what Professor Martin Albl, here's a picture of him up here, wrote in his book, our textbook, Reason, Faith, and Tradition, about reasons why theology should investigate the historical Jesus. Number one, he says that Christianity makes historical claims. Like, we are claiming that God actually became man, that God actually incarnated and lived a fully human and fully divine life right here on earth. So, we're saying that this was a real historical occurrence, right? Therefore, it does seem kind of important from that perspective to look at and see if what we can know about that historical person, right? Who God incarnated as. Number two, it kind of opens up theology in some ways to non-Christians, right? People who may not believe that Jesus is God or that Jesus was the Jewish Messiah or any of these faith beliefs that we have about Jesus Christ, things that can't be verified historically. But by looking at the historical Jesus, again, just limiting our studies to what can be known through the historical critical method, we can really kind of open the field up to a wider group of people, which is a positive thing from the viewpoint of the Christian theologian. Okay, number three, we can better understand Jesus' humanity. Remember, the historical critical method uses historical techniques, including archaeology and text criticism, to try to look at the context in which the scriptures were written. And in this case, try to understand the person that those scriptures were written about, the real historical person, the real historical man, Jesus Christ. Right? So if we can understand that human better, well, you know what? That would help us then also be better humans who live out the divine will the way Jesus did. So in other words, it can help us be more like God, which is our spiritual goal, right, as Christian theologians. Number four, it can also help us discover any discrepancies, or at least check for discrepancies between what we believe about Jesus Christ, right, as third millennium Christians versus if there's any discrepancies, if there's anything that was different with the real historical Jesus. Again, we talked about this a little earlier, but if there was something that we believed about Jesus that we would discover through our historical critical studies that didn't happen, right? Or if there was something that we thought that didn't happen that we discovered did happen, right? Well, then we would have to really check our faith and really look back, because we do believe that our faith has a historical basis, and therefore our beliefs should not contradict the historical facts. Okay, so I think that Dr. Albl makes a good case here when he's looking at reasons, or laying out reasons that theologians and the study of theology would want to know about the historical Jesus. I think he makes a pretty good case that it is a worthwhile endeavor.